All right, in order to do this, write this in slope-intercept form, we need to know two things. We need to know the slope and the y-intercept. Well, they gave us the slope. This is the orange is what was given to you. So we're going to rewrite, so y equals mx plus b. We need to find out the slope and y-intercept. When we do that, let's write what we know. We know a y could be 3 and the x could be -1. So we're just going to rewrite this. 3 equals our slope -4 times our x, which is -1, plus b. So this is just solving an equation now. So -4 times -1 is +4. We subtract 4 from both sides. We get -1 equals b. All right, so now we have what our slope is and we have what our y-intercept is. So we can rewrite this in slope-intercept form now. It's going to be y equals our slope -4x minus 1. There's your answer right there. So if we have one term, and our slope, that's all we have to do to put it in slope-intercept form. So let's try another one like that. Let's say and this might come out to decimal because I'm just making it up. Let's say a point we were given was 1, 4, and our slope will say equals 2. So when we do this on our own, we rewrite y equals mx plus b, and then we're going to substitute our slope in 2. Our x was 1, and then our y was 4. 4 equals 2 times 1 plus b. Landon, go upstairs and let Max out like I told you. 2 times 1 is 2. So now we have to solve for, subtract 2 from both sides. We have 2 equals b. So now we have our slope, our y-intercept and our slope. We just rewrite it. Y equals 2x plus 2. All right, next one. What if we were given just 2 points? Be careful, Brad. Okay. What if we were just given 2 points? And I'll just do it over here. Let's say we were given, write an equation of a line that passes through the points -2, 5, and 2, -1. So we're given 2 points, but what we don't have is a y-intercept or the slope. So the first thing we need to do is find out what the slope is. If you guys remember this from pre-algebra, our formula to find slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So when we have this, that's also called the rise over the run. Let's make sure you see everything. x1, y1, x2, y2. All that means is this is the first x, that's the second x. The first y, the second y. So let's go ahead and find what the slope is. So it's y2, so it's -1, minus y1, which is 5, over x2, which is 2, minus x1, which is -2. If you're unsure how to subtract with these negatives, you need to make sure you're using a calculator. -1 minus 5 is -6. 2 minus -2 is +4. This is actually going to simplify to -3 over 2. You do not, you leave it as an improper fraction. That is fine. So this is our slope. That is our slope. Once we have our slope, we could use exactly what we did on the orange one and the purple one to find out our y-intercept. So we have our slope. We could use the first point or the second point. It does not matter. So I'm going to rewrite it. Y equals mx plus b. So our y is going to be, let's just use this first one. So we're going to say 5 equals our slope, which was -3/2, times our x. We have to use this x since we use this y. -2 plus b. If you're not sure what this equals, you can simplify it. It's going to be +3. So it's going to be 5 equals, if you do -3 seconds times -2, it's +3. 5 equals 3 plus b. Subtract 3 from both sides. We get 2 equals b. So here's our, I'm sorry, this up here we said b. This should be m. M equals that. M equals -3/2. So we're going to rewrite it. Y equals -3/2 x plus 2. Let's try one more. Let's say you're given 2 points. We'll say our points are 2, 3, and 2, 7. Instead of 2, let's say this is 1. So 2, 3, and 1, 7. So when I do that, same thing, we're label them x1, y1, x2, y2. We're going to use the same formula that we did in green over here. So it's going to be 7 minus 3 over 1 minus 2. That equals 4 over -1, which equals -4. That just simplified. So here's our slope. So now we're going to use that slope. Let's use this first point here. So instead of y, we're going to write 3 equals. M would be -4. X is 2 plus b. It's -8. 3 equals -8 plus b. Add 8 to both sides. 11 equals b. So we have our slope. We have our y-intercept. Zoom out, please, so we can see everything. Y equals -4x plus 11. There you go. Make sure you zoom it out so you can see everything. And then you can turn it off.
Wait, now?
Turn it off.